some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Complete to open the drive. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Trying play action. Looking to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Turning it on! He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around him doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll be out of bounds. He'll mark it at the 24. The Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. Powers through the defender. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Stevenson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's got an open man. At the 35, he's loose. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On the run, it's Nix. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Back to throw, it's Stevenson. He's got it still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wants to fire on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Finding an escape route. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We've reached the break. BYU is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Now the play fake. Dances away to buy time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the balls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The offense changing the play. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the back. Fights off the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
Well, you can can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football.
There he goes. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
He just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Stevenson. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And they get him down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. They'll leave it with him. Thrust that arm out. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Vols headed quickly to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Got his man on the right. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Volunteers have it with a first and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
In there, but incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Vols will move it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting.
Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
They could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Dropping back, it's Stevenson. Keeps looking downfield. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Second down coming up. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Now from inside the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Oh, they're after him! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Field goal is good. The lead is down to a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 13 to Arizona State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to the big tight end. Cross over the middle. It's Butler. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run, and looking for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable.
Just steamrolling the defense. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Stevenson. Got his man down the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Power football with the run. Turning it on! And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He's got it. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, BYU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Rush is on him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Chains now on second and long. Back to pass, it's Stevenson. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
He'll try to pick it up through the air. Connection to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's got it on the move. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He wants to throw it again. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with it.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They were backed up and now more than out of trouble at the midfield stripe.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep running. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead. Multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Looking to pass. It's Stevenson. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And obviously this offense wants to keep it up. Like, keep the pace going, get as many plays as possible, maybe eke one more out here before the 2-minute timeout.
Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Throwing right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Stevenson. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.